Yo, pick up the phone, bruh. Don't you hear the phone ringing? It's for you. Yo, you've been waiting on a very important phone call. Very important phone call, you dig? You've been waiting on this call, and all of a sudden the call finally comes, right? It finally comes through. But what do? You look at the phone, you see who's calling, and instead of you picking up the phone, right, and taking the call, we'll let the call go to voicemail. Or, we just won't answer for whatever reason. Whether, we want to say we're too busy, whether we're occupied doing something else. But we know the call is coming because we've been waiting on it. So why won't you answer the call? It's like when you go in to study for a test, right? You go to, you study hard, you study long. You may study for weeks, months, a couple of years, depending on what you're studying. You know what I'm saying? I got my mask on, y'all, because I'm getting ready to go in here to Burger King and get my breakfast. But what I'm trying to say is we study hard, and we want to make sure that we're prepared, right? And that we know exactly what we're talking about. And when the time comes for the test to be taken, right, we should have no fear. We should be confident, fully knowing that, hey, look, I can take this test because, are they open yet? I guess they're not open yet. I can take this test because I studied. I've learned. I have been through everything I need to go through, right? Whether it's mental preparation, memorizing, whether it's muscle memory, whether it's, learning OJT, whatever the case is, I have studied and I studied to make sure that I'm ready to be tested, because I want to advance. I don't want to stay where I'm at, right? I know I have a purpose, and you too have a purpose. Do you know what your purpose is? A lot of us are walking in this life, going year to year, and we don't know what our purpose is, or we're walking in what we think our purpose is, but that's not our purpose. You dig? So do you know what yours is? And when we find what our purpose is, or if we've been walking outside of our purpose, but then all of a sudden, God reveals and we figure out and we understand what our purpose is, there's nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that you can't do because you know what your purpose is, you dig? And when you know what that is, it gives you this, it gives you this confidence. It gives you this swag. It gives you this way that you know what you're talking about, you dig? And when it comes time to get that phone call, every one of us has a bat phone. We all got a bat phone, man. We got our regular, we got our regular cell phones, right? And then we got our bat phone. We got that phone that when it rings, yeah, you better pick up. That you better stop everything you're doing and pick up that bat phone, you dig? So we all have a purpose. We all have a calling. We all have a job that we're supposed to be doing in this life, right? We all have a purpose. Are you fulfilling yours? See, I'm trying my best to fulfill my calling and my purpose that God has given me, right? And I want you to be able to be in a position to feel your calling, your purpose, what God has given you. But if you don't know what that is, then you can't walk in it. Be right back, y'all. Burger King is open. I got to go get my breakfast, y'all. Be right back. All right, y'all. So back to what I was saying. Purpose, right? If you know what your purpose is, then you can walk in your purpose. But do you know what that is? Right? Do you know what your purpose is? What is it that you like to do? What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you find yourself thinking about all the time? Or what is it that you wish that you could learn? Maybe it's a skill. Maybe it's it's a hobby, something. What is it that moves you, that drives you? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you love to talk about and research and study? Whatever that thing is, that is your calling. That is your purpose. It may be counseling other folks and you're just not aware. It may be listening to people. It may be speaking, at functions or engagements or like here on YouTube. Whatever your calling is that you're passionate about, it moves you, it drives you, you know what I'm saying? That is your calling. And that is the area that you should try to operate in, right? Try to stay in. Because that calling is where your peace is. That calling is where your joy is. That calling is where your satisfaction is, you dig? Yes, it may be challenging. It may be even a little difficult at first. But when you start to move, and you start to operate in purpose, everything will start to change. It'll start to fall in place. Things will start to turn around. And we're going to read about that in the Word. You dig? But before we do that, please like this video, share this video on all your platforms. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you're always notified whenever I upload content. You dig? All right, now let's read the scriptures. Now, the scripture reading is going to be coming out of Psalm 17, chapter 17, the 3rd verse. You dig? Psalm 17, verse 3 says, "Thou hast proved mine heart." Right? This is what the psalmist is praying unto the Lord, unto Yahweh. He's saying, "Thou, Yahweh, thou hast proved mine heart." You've tested me. You know what I'm saying? You've tested my heart. You've put my heart to the test to see if I'm going to be faithful, if I'm going to be, obedient. You've proved me. You sent me through. I've been through trials and I have passed. It says, "Thou hast proved mine heart, and thou hast visited me in the night." See, God's going to prove us. And when we've shown ourselves worthy and faithful and obedient, God will come visit us. You dig? He'll come see about us, right? It says, "Thou hast tried me." You know how we say that, Lord? Try me, Lord, and see if I can be completely yours. Yeah, God has tried me, right? "And shalt find nothing." That's how we want to be. We want to be when God tries us and sends us through the trials and through the test, right? That he won't find no sin. He won't find us walking in disobedience. He won't find us murmuring and complaining. He won't find us doing underhanded stuff, being manipulative and none of that. Unloving and impatient, He won't find none of that stuff when he comes to visit us. You see what I'm saying? When he's tried us, none of that stuff will be in us. Why? Because we've been waiting for the call. It's like when you waiting to go to war, right? Your unit commander tells you, "Hey, listen, we finna start preparations. We're in preparation mode. From here for the next 30 to 90 days, we're in prep mode because we get that phone call, we out. We flying out. You dig? So we got to get ready. We got to make sure all our stuff is packed and our bags is packed, our rucksacks is packed, our duffel bags is packed. We got to make sure, our weapon is clean. We got all our stuff is straight. Because when you get that call, it could be 3 in the morning. It could be 11 in the afternoon when you getting ready to go to chow. It could be, 9 o'clock at night and you getting ready to go to the NCO call. When you get that call, you got to be ready to go at a moment's notice. That's that bat phone I was talking about. You dig? So this is the same way that we go through this preparation. God has us going through the preparation, studying his word, right? Meditating on his word, having a prayer life, fasting, right? Building our character to where we can love someone that seems to be unlovable. We can give to someone, regardless of what it seems like they may do with it. We can share with someone. We can hug someone. You know what I'm saying? This is what we've been called to do when we're being tried and we're being tested, and God is putting us out there and he's putting us in certain situations, right? Not only to see how we're going to handle the situation, but also to see how we've grown, to see our maturity level, because we got to be ready for the battle. See, I can't call you up to go to the front line if you ain't been out to the back 40s, practicing, aiming, doing drills, shooting, you know what I'm saying? Putting on your protective gear just in case there's a chemical. You got to be prepared and ready. I can't send you out to the front lines if you ain't prayed up, and you ain't fasted, and you don't know your word, and you don't know how to stand strong, and your confidence is not in me, not in you, but your confidence is you know what I'm saying? It's got to be in me. It can't be in anything else. Mama, daddy, your pastor, you know, whoever you've seen online, your confidence got to be in me, not even in you. I can't send you out to the front line until I know you're ready. You know what I'm saying? But when I've proved you, and when I've tried you, and I've tested you, and when I've come to visit you, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming to visit you to verify. I'm coming to visit you to give you a stamp of approval. Yo, you are ready. You are ready. You dig? So when I call you, I know you're going to be obedient and make the call. When I call you, I know you're not going to duck and dodge and run and ignore the call. When I call you, I know you're going to pick up and say, yes, Lord. Whatever you need me to do, God. Wherever you need me to be, God, I'm there. That's when he knows that we're ready. You dig? It goes on to say, thou hast tried me and thou hast found nothing. He hasn't found no sin, no beguile. He hasn't found no, you know, manipulation, and he's found the fruit of the Spirit. I am purposed that my mouth shall not transgress. Do you know your purpose? Do you have a purpose? See, the psalmist had made up in his mind that, look, Lord, I know you done tried me, you done proved me, you know, you done proved my heart. See, make sure my heart is right. You know, you done came and visited me, you know what I'm saying? You done gave me the stamp of approval. And because you tried me and you came and visited me and you found, you know, nothing in me that was unrighteous, you give me the stamp of approval, and now I have purpose. Now I know what it is that you want me to do. I am clear in what my purpose is in my calling, and I'm walking in that thing. I'm pushing and I'm pressing in that thing, right? Because I'm not going to go against your word. I'm not going to say anything that's going to be, you know, that someone can use as a slap in your face. That the devil can come up and say, yeah, see, God, look, he said this here and he said that. No, my mouth, my mind, my heart, you know what I'm saying? My eyes, my ears, what I listen to, every part of me is purposed and focused on what you have called me to do. You dig? And that should be our attitude. That ought to be our whole get down. Every morning we wake up, Lord, help me walk in my purpose. Give me energy, give me strength, give me the things that I need, the fruit of the Spirit. Give me, you know, a sight to see for today in my purpose, so you can be glorified, and so that I can know that I'm walking in you. I'm confident, right? I'm not cocky, ugly confident, but I'm a very quiet, calm, you know, sit back and observing confident, because I know what you called me to do, and I'm walking in my purpose, right? So my prayer for me continually, and also for you, is that you also go through the process of preparation. Get prepared to be used by God. Start preparing now, right? Start praying, start fasting, start reading even more in your word. Start giving God even more time, you know, in our prayer life. Start doing even more loving than you thought you was loving last week. You thought you was loving yesterday. Top that today. Let's be prepared. So when God calls us and we got to go on that front line of war, in that spiritual battle, we ready. You know that song that says, we ready, we ready, we ready. You know what I'm saying? Let's be ready for the Lord. Let's be ready for that phone call. Don't hide. Answer that back call. When God called, answer that phone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time to go on duty. It's not time to be shucking and jiving and acting like you're busy and, oh, I didn't hear it. It was on vibrate. Or like me sometimes, oh man, I silenced my notifications so I didn't even know you text. No, you better turn your stuff on and be ready. So you get that phone call, no excuses, right? We've been tried, we've been tested, we've been approved by God, working every day to bring us, this wonderful blessing that he has packaged for me and for you. On a daily basis, he's looking to do that. And don't get discouraged. Don't trip if you say, well, God hasn't visited me yet. It's coming. You dig? He is going to visit you. If you just keep studying, keep living holy for the Lord, keep praying, keep doing good to people that you come in contact with and the people that you meet, you know what I'm saying? In the fullness of time, he will visit you too. Rest assured in that, man. Be ready for the back call. You dig? This is your man, Levon. I just want to come on this Monday and give you this motivating message, you dig? Be ready for that back call when it comes, because it's going to come. Stay prepared so you ain't got to get ready, right? Because you always ready. Your man, Levon. One love. I'm out. Remember, Lamelle E. Love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. LamelleE.com. Go on the website. Check out the merch, you dig? Check out the other videos on this channel. And I'll see you in my next video.